Good morning, good afternoon here on the East Coast. Good morning on the West Coast. I am here for Jewelry Talk today. Susan Lennart. I think as people know, hi. Okay, great. There's Christina first thing. I'm already happy. See that? Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Joanna. Paulette, nice to see you guys. Oh my gosh. Very nice to see you guys. It is here, 20 degrees in my nice, cold studio. I'm here after actually getting a lot of work done last week. You know, when you have, hello everybody. You know, when you have like a super busy time, you're in here doing all kinds of new shapes and forms and everything like that. Good morning everyone. Hi, come on in. This is Jewelry Talk. I'm Susan Lennart. I am a silversmith, trained as an artist, and I talk about my practice from, just brief things that I've done is I've repaired ethnographic jewelry. I had a online jewelry supply store way back in 2004. I developed products for the arts and craft industry. I build with sterling silver. I've traveled the world, and I'm so excited because I'm getting some trips set up again. Travel the world and study different cultures and talisman and all types of things like that. So I've got to witness dance and music and pieces as performance. This is the piece I had for my group. Sadly, we closed out our intentional metalsmithing. It was a farewell to everyone. So it was sad, but new beginnings, you know what I mean? And this is the piece that I actually wore on my neck when we started. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. Oh my gosh, very nice to see you. Yay. So, this is the piece I wore yesterday for the, yesterday with the intentional metalsmithing group. I talked a lot about performance jewelry. I talked about, museum quality jewelry, building for museums, the Smithsonian, just different things like that. How many different fields that you have. There's Matt. Hi, Matt. Hi, you guys. I know we did end it, but really, it is all just new beginnings. It really just means that my group last night, we still have a couple more weeks where we're with each other, but the group last night, we officially closed it down, from this long process of the hard work and showing up and showing love and, working together as a community. And, now it's like, as people are kind of wrapping up, I'm encouraging, and people are encouraging, some people have their own work, but we're encouraging like getting into, hi you guys, nice to see you, really getting into like your own brand. What is you, your shapes, your symbolism, what you're about. So this is going to be exciting when people come back into the new group. So I want to make an announcement to let you guys know, if you have ever taken any of my intentional metalsmithing courses, not just alchemy and soldering, there's a new group where everyone will be invited in to the larger group, and we're there to help and encourage and feel the love and still be a part of a bigger community. So it's going to be really nice. I'm super excited. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh. It's like, yes. Don't we have such a nice community? I was so happy last night, and like I went home and slept good and had my glass of wine, and, I was just so proud of everyone because I realized this time, like what a community we have, how much richness we can have. Oh, she's looked, okay, for announcements tomorrow. Oh, Christina, are you emailing announcements tomorrow? So there's a lot of new things happening. Christina is sending out announcements tomorrow for everything. Oh, I know, Sherry. It was so nice. Onward to the next chapter. I'm so proud. I got to see Sherry in Mexico, and I got to see where her work is. And oh my gosh, a beautiful place. So it's wonderful. So Christina will be sending out an email tomorrow. So make sure you're on the email list, just to make sure that you're getting onto the new intentional metalsmithing, new beginnings for all of us. Everybody's growing up and growing into ourselves. And some people already are grown up and grown into ourselves. I found I grew tremendously with this last group. So I'm so grateful for you guys. On my way into work, it's funny. I'll just have a big smile on my face because I think, how lucky am I? I realized, like for me, I've been working really hard towards just really providing a platform where people can feel so comfortable and so good, really, and safe safe to build what your heart desires, really, a safety. And when I was walking in today, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to hear back from some of the students who finished the course yesterday, such good, positive responses. You know, there was one response where, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. I slept good last night. You know, it was like really a big culmination. I didn't realize like how much we were all working together with this intentional metalsmithing. So endings and new beginnings. But, you know, so when I was walking in today, I put a big smile on my face because I was like, oh my gosh, I've just been putting love. Oh, you're so sweet. You know, and for me, it's like I've been putting love into the group and really no competition, no fear, nothing, you know. So I think today on my way walking up to my studio, I was like, wow, this is paying off because I'm feeling freedom with myself. You know what I mean? So it's like for you guys, opening up your heart and being in this group and letting loving people and not being afraid of competition, like really helping each other. You think about it yourself. Let it sink in right now because you have some really positive stuff coming your way because you opened your heart to everyone. So the same here, you know, like, oh my gosh, I'm just really feeling it now too. You know, it just really goes around and goes around. And I had a chance to even sit and think about some of my teachers in my life, you know, that have come in and help. And I'm like, oh my gosh, as I've been building my Milan line, you know, my whole Milan and the performance, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I've really just loved my pieces. Came into my studio, did my artist breath, been here, showed up, been in a good place with all of us in our community, in our quiet time. And I'm like, how can my pieces not do well out there? At least they're going to be spreading the love, right, guys? So we'll see. You know, it's like I'm really working hard. Oh, thank you. I'm really working hard to not be attached to like, oh my gosh, I need this work to get me a commercial line here, or I need this to get me a launch here, or this there. Like I'm actually putting no needs into the work that I'm sending off and just kind of setting things up in the background. Boy, it's a fine balance, right? There's Sandy. Just talked to Sandy the other day, right? Good. So I'm back on my feet. Hi, you guys. So nice to see you guys. Oh my gosh. Thanks for joining, you guys. Love, 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 love. So it's really a really exciting time. So a couple things that I wanted to talk about today. One, I was going to talk about, a little bit talk about, well, you know, just building your shapes and building things, but also like stepping into what you want to do with your work. But, you know, and then another thing I want to show you guys, this was something that I saw a lot of people were asking for, like how do you get shapes like this? How do you get your shapes for box forms or bezels? I used to build a lot of hollow form shapes because I had my resin company, remember? So I used to build a lot of hollow form and I'd have to build them around things and then I poured resin into them. So I'm going to show you guys how to set up whether it's a hollow form or whether it's a bezel to pour resin into. Christina and I were actually working, I do have some really nice sterling silver that's left from my last collection. You'll see that in March. We've got a lot of things coming. It's really exciting. It's been really, really fun. Anyways, I did get from Ice Resin, there's a 20% discount if anyone is building bezels to put resin in. There's some really interesting, you know, resin, this next generation, the 20-year-olds, the 30-year-olds, oh my gosh, they love resin, you know, so that's really fun to see. So, hi you guys, hi. Yeah, oh my gosh. Mexico Dream Team girls. Nice to see you guys. So, you know, first of all, I wanted to talk about like really, you know, really thinking about who you are and stepping into the work that you want to do. It's like I had someone contact me and they were thinking, oh, I know, this is going to be in the sale, you guys. This ring, these are all these nice little chunky, like talk about walking around with your self-esteem. This is your chakra right here. And it's like, it's for self-esteem, it's for strength, it's for power. It's a citrine ring. So I have a citrine and then I also have a smoky quartz, which is for dispelling negative energy. Like if you're, if you get depressed at all, it's like smoky quartz is such a wonderful stone to have with you. I'll show you guys my new earrings that I'm super excited about. You guys are going to be seeing. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm just so in love with these gems, and I'm so in love with long earrings. And this is Friday, so the sale is opening up Friday. Come on in and take a look at my collection that I've been working hard on. This is actually, I'm thinking summer. Oops, can I even get these hanging the right way? I'm thinking summer. They do hang the right way. And it's like, oh my gosh, all I want are these long, super long earrings. They're light because look what I did. If you guys look at these, look what I did. I cut out the back. So they're lighter. Remember, I always talk about that for earrings. Cutting out the back, letting the light shine through, always fossils and stones. This particular group right here, you have gorgeous ancient walrus fossils. You've got, let's start up here because my mind is going blank. Amethyst. You've got iolite. You've got, this actually, I use a lot of tourmaline in my work. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love with tourmaline. And then this is actually a rhodolite, which is a, oh my gosh, in India it's called rhodolite. We call it here garnet. So it's a type of garnet that's there. And then amethyst. So that's kind of cool. So, a lot of different things you walk around with and see a lot of these. So Saturday is my sale. I have a lot of really cool things. I've got stacker rings. I've got a couple big rings. I've got this necklace. This one, I'm letting go of one of my prayer boxes. This one actually was built for the four corners, a compass. So for me, it's like, I know you guys see me all the time with these crosses. I'm building all these crosses, and it really is, even on this piece here, I'm adding it everywhere. I'm adding crosses in all different shapes, sizes, and forms crosses. And, for me, as I'm looking up, I told you guys, as I'm doing my yoga, really my yoga, I find myself breathing in, and I'm kind of in, I feel this light going straight through my body and out my arms. And, I talked a lot about that yesterday with the group, so it was pretty fun. But that's the kind of things that are going to be in the sale. Oops, my light just went out. My light just wants to go on and off whenever it pleases. So, all right, it's a little darker here, but whatever. Okay, you guys, I think what the ammonite ring is fabulous. I love the ammonite, and I love really just the granulation. It's really fun. So, okay, I want to show you guys. I'm going to point this downward for a minute because there were so many people that asked me about how to get shapes like this. Whether you're forming, I used to buy candlesticks that had beautiful platforms on there because I could shape my pieces around. There certainly are, circle shapes and different types of ornaments or things like that. This piece right here is so sweet. You know who gave this to me is Lorna Lavelle, and she had a company, her and her husband had a company that was the glass company in Portland. They had a big building, and their company, they changed the name now. But they sold all the stuff from the cart last time we shopped for gems. You know what, you guys? Shop your gems today, because tonight, if you guys do need gems, shop them today, because we're shutting down the site tonight. I'm shutting down the site tonight, and we're getting everything loaded in. It's going to be really pretty. We're getting the stylized photos that we want. So that'll be closed. Tonight we're going to close the cart until Saturday when we open it up at like 5 o'clock East Coast time in different areas. Bullseye glass. Yeah, that was Bullseye. So this was Bullseye. And she gave me this piece here. And she actually gave me this for my sister, but I ended up getting this for my sister. But it's a perfect shape for a heart. People were specifically asking about heart shapes. So I want to show you guys that gems are available all day today on the Jewelry Mechanique site. So I'm going to just show you guys, walk you guys through it. And if anyone has questions about this, so get your gems today, and then it's closed tonight, and we're getting all set up for the sale. So I think it'll be fun. And then, after this, we'll talk about it after this. Christina's Christina is sending out an email, she said tomorrow, about everything. So, okay. So here we are. I'm going to show you guys. This is actually fine silver. There was a meeting that I had with my intentional metalsmithing students, and I talked about anytime you want to really have your pieces bendable and movable and manipulatable, able to manipulate and form and forge, you really need to work with a fine silver, because fine silver you can bend so easily. I know I show a lot of work that I do with the sterling silver, so you know, but when you're really coming to shaping fine details, you want to work with, hello everybody just joining in. I'm just going to show you guys on really how to shape, you know, for a bezel form, a hollow form, and things like that. If you haven't been in intentional metalsmithing, if you are thinking about being in intentional metalsmithing, we're opening up courses tomorrow. Christina's going to let you guys know how and when, but classes are open tomorrow, and you guys will get to see, how can we solder? Tell us how we can solder. I mean, you were in the class, Mary Jo. So the way that I solder such large hollow forms, because I solder pieces like this. Now this piece I took apart again, so it's not finished, but this piece I took apart because I do that. I put things together and I take apart. Oh, it's hooked on with a hook somehow. Hang on. I see how it's hooked. Okay, so how do I solder these? This is kind of in, maybe I'll do this. You know what, you guys? I actually am going to be doing a workshop that goes beyond intentional metals. Not a workshop, but I'm going to be doing just like a separate course every month where I'm showing different things. And, you know, one of the things when people come out, we really get into making big forms or small forms. This is a hollow form. This one, I'm rethinking and redoing the bottom. I think I'm going to use like horsehair or a bone in horsehair or something really fossily to kind of, you know, be a contrast to this super ornate work here, if you see. Now look at how many times, I bet I had to get into this piece and solder maybe 16, 17 times. Look at all the different details, and then here's the back of it. So, you know, there were so many details getting into this piece that I had to be able to get in many, many times. Now I sometimes use 2 torches, one that just stays under and anneals, and one that gets right in and works normally like you're supposed to for the heat. I heat up my screens. When I work with big pieces like this is when I get into my big screens, you know, the big thick ones. So all of this I know is in Alchemy of Soldering, and that is going to be open for a little while longer, and then we're actually closing Alchemy of Soldering, keeping the group open, but you guys will find out. Christina's going to, yeah, I know. Wouldn't that be fun with the horsehair? I know. So, you know, if you're working with this, so if I'm working with a large piece like that, it's a special kind of soldering, you know, when I'm getting this done. So I am using a, oh my gosh, my eyes got so, this is a 30 gauge and it's 3/16 of an inch is what I have here in fine silver. And of course, this isn't the way I hold this, but you're going to see how easily it bends. You never want to start here at the top. You never want to start at the bottom. So I'm going to start about right here, and I'm going to hold my piece sturdy. Look how easily this hugs onto my piece. Now I'm going to get this all pressed in. Maybe I could put my phone this way. It's a little more difficult. Oh, at least you guys aren't having to look at the cleavage today, right? Just my necklace. Okay, so this one's gonna come around like this. And then when I get to this part here, I really wanna make sure, you know, I'm holding my whole piece. I really wanna make sure I have a divot here. And then I'm bringing this around to meet this piece here. Look at how tightly, because it's fine silver, look at how tightly this hugs my piece and gets it exactly the shape that I want it. Now, I have a marker. Remember how it's a big part of our tool? I'm gonna mark it exactly where I need to cut this. But, and I'll hold this up. So I'm marking this exactly where I need to cut this. See where I've got my marker point? But I'm gonna cut it a little bit lower so I can get this filed. So now I've got my piece like this, and it's exactly perfect. You know, if you want something perfect, you just find a form to work it around. So when we were in Mexico, there was Sherry that came in, and she, you know, had some plexiglass forms. Plexiglass would be beautiful. You know, if you could cut out with plexiglass, you can do any shape that you want to. Sometimes I'll take a shape, like, oh my gosh, I haven't done it yet. So I'm saying sometimes, but I haven't done this yet, but oh my gosh, look at this gorgeous shape. This piece is kind of a takeoff of it. I didn't want to take like exact pieces that were out there. But I'm feeling big and bold, and I'm feeling like I could carry this piece, right? So this piece is from West Africa. You can see, oh, cute shirt. Hi, Heather. Heather's here. Nice to see you, Heather. You like my shirt? I wore it for everyone because I get to dress up. And these are my leather pants that I'm always bragging about, guys, that I spent a fortune on. So I hope you like my pants, too. No one's been able to see it through COVID, you know? So this piece actually is from West Africa. You can see a lot of the prints on here, the Ashanti. And, you know, I just really love the shape. I love the shapes of some of these gorgeous ethnographic hollow forms that they've done. So, yeah. So, you know, really, I see this, though, just with jewels and gems. For me, I'm doing my compass shape. You know, that is with the outstretched that I really get from my yoga. You know, that real outstretching. So does that make sense? Oh, did you see? You want to see the shoes? These are, okay, I'll show you. I'm wearing I re-pulled out again. I'm getting ready to, you know, change up. But these are my boots from Paris that I bought probably, oh my gosh, 12 years ago in Paris. They've lasted forever. The thing I love about them is that they're tight by the ankle. So if I wanted to wear an ankle bracelet, I'd be ready to do it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we'll see. You know what? I'm really ready. I got rid of so much of my clothes through COVID, and I'm really ready to find a new wardrobe. I have a feeling I'm going to find my clothing that I love out in Morocco. I think I'm going to find my clothing that I love out in India. So, you know, with these upcoming trips, we're actually getting ready to, so Morocco, we're doing it this year in October. It's opened up again. And I also have a trip set for January of 22 to India, which is, you know, the India, it is a lot of the, oh my gosh, the bells, you know, it's a 5-day workshop, working in the studio, but first we're going and exploring. In Morocco, we're exploring the Berber silver from melting down coins. You wanted some of my clothes. That's right. Oh my gosh. Please. I am going to Milan, so thank you for asking, Joanna. I actually have my whole collection finished, finally. You know, it's like I was able to pull it in, and I'm kind of just letting it sit here and let it resonate, and I am pulling a whole description together. I have the film for it. We did a performance piece with it. I have the model photos that you guys will get to see some of these. I'm going to have some on my sales site. You'll get to see her, like she's actually wearing this piece and another piece and some of the rings. And, you know, so it's really fun. The bracelets, definitely. I've got oh my gosh, you guys. I have a gorgeous stack of bracelets that will be on for the sale. You know, just, and I think really gorgeous photography too, you know, with all different stones. For me, it's all about the properties of the stones. The vibrations, the shapes. I am going to go to Mexico again. So I always go the first week of December to Mexico. And, I know Sherry's coming to Morocco. Oh my gosh, Morocco will be incredible. So that's for the international. Good morning. Nice to see you, Nan. Okay, great. So, yeah, so keep on your work, guys. I kind of am feeling like things are starting to open up again, you know? We just, with the vaccinations, it's been a nice quiet year. Actually, you know what? I want to tell you guys this morning. I woke up and I told my group yesterday, like, what you are on the inside, you are on the outside. And all of a sudden, my yoga practice that I was doing doesn't feel right for me like it did for the longest time. So, I've been putting it out there, like, what do I need to do? What kind of changes do I need? So, oh my gosh, elder wood, I know. You actually, you spend a lot of time in Africa, I think. So in October of 22, we're doing Morocco again. And that is wide open because we kind of put everything on hold. So anyone that needed to leave from a year ago, because we planned to go in last year, we put new people in on the trip. So it opened up doors for a couple more people who wanted to come to Morocco. And then we're doing it again in 22. I do Mexico in December. We're doing India in January of 21. I'm super excited. I think I'm going to pop out there very soon. I think I'm going to pop out there very soon. Hi, Caitlin. Are you there too? Hi, Caitlin. It's Aunt Susie. Nice to see you guys. I'm doing a jewelry sale. You guys should come over and see my sale on Saturday. So anyways, it'll be pretty cool. But I found that my practice is completely different because I'm changing so much. I realized, like, from the inside out, I'm ready to go back into the world. I've spent a year working in my studio, working on things behind the scenes, and I, am really got to build myself from the inside out. And you guys too, through our courses. With the quietness of COVID, we didn't know this blessing came in where we got to slow down and build ourselves from the inside out. So for me, all of a sudden, like, I was stumbling with my yoga. So for the past year, I did this kind of more centered, slower yoga. Now burning things off, just slower, peaceful, meditational. And I woke up like a week ago and I was like, this doesn't feel right anymore. And I fumbled and I put it out there, like, what is next for me? And I stepped in this morning and I took this really cool, stronger, much more powerful yoga session. Even though it's not like an exercise session, it pushed me more and I did a lot more of my breathing. So here comes my different shapes again. Anytime you have a big shift or a change in your life, you find all your work changes too, guys. So that's going to be the fun thing about all of us. Yay, Morocco is so on my bucket list, and I might actually, and India is so on my bucket list. So I'm like, I don't want to waste time. We're looking at a trip to Nepal, to go out to Nepal. So the trip that we have in Morocco, it is a 5-star. That's what I'm excited about because, listen, I traveled when I was in my 20s, but I traveled I used to like to brag that, oh my gosh, I've slept in rat's nests, in barns before, but now it's like the way that I want to travel now is 5-star. So it's really kind of fun. In Morocco, we're landing, we're getting massaged, we're getting, we're eating local foods, but also, so we're traveling and going to markets and silver and the Berber. It's all about the Berber. Oh, look at you. You lived in Morocco in the 80s. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I can't wait to go. And it's really kind of fun as things are reopening again in a whole new way. You know what I mean? So we'll have to hear some of your stories. Nice. So, so for me, and then, during then, it's a 15-day tour. So right a little bit 3/4 the way through, we stop and we do a 5-day workshop where we stay in the same place. We could do yoga every day. We could eat, healthier food, or not healthier, but maybe more of food that we're used to. You know what I mean? And just kind of center again and shop in a small way, but come back to the same place every day. Then we go on to the desert and we stay in Bedouin tents, which are really cool, and ride camels. And I'm 5-star all the way. You worked in the hotel world for 20 years. You got spoiled. You probably can go to hotels all around, right? All around the world. So interesting. So that's kind of what I want to say today. Christina, did you have, thank you, saying that my outfit is cute. I dressed up for you guys today. Isn't that kind of fun? I like getting on because I can use my clothes and decide. It's been, we're wearing sweatpants all day long, because who are we seeing? And I'm coming into work and I wear white t-shirts. So it really is fun once in a while to get into a little bit of practice again, about what's coming and getting out there in the world. I'm feeling it. It's like I'm feeling getting out there in the world. And Nepal is one of the trips that we're looking into. Michelle plans all the trips. I'm not a planner. I'm going to the works, I'm going just like you guys to see things, to experience things. I got to help plan like where I want to go and where you guys want to go. And, so I'm there for the workshop. So it'll be really fun, really, really fun. So, hey guys, so nice to see Jay is on. Jay grew up in India. So her and I have been talking a lot, just about getting out to India, maybe seeing things before we even get the group out there in January. So Christina says, if you're not already on my email list, get on my email list, because we actually have a lot of announcements. Christina and I, we sat in December. I find that, right after maybe October, November, December, it's this beautiful little quiet time of wrapping up the year. And then we're like on fire. We just have a lot of things that we're doing. With her company, with my company, us working together, moving on the same vibration. We try to keep up with each other. And so that's really fun. So yeah. So you guys, I think I showed you guys the hollow form. Like I said, Christina's going to be sending more information out to you guys. Right now, we're just launching I ended the group and we're just launching a whole new group. We're getting the book wrapped up for intentional metalsmithing. We've got some plans after that moving forward. So there's really cool brand new shapes of gems coming in, like even deep faceted pieces that you guys will be seeing in the near future, reprinting, making connections. Christina's helping me because she excels at education. I wouldn't even know that you guys wanted to learn all this stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just getting on and I'm like, oh, people want to know this stuff. Okay, So it really is cool. I found that intentional metalsmithing was mentoring people and having our group. And even when I work for the Goldsmith Society, when I taught for the Goldsmith Society, I found it was announced to me that one of my specialties is giving people permission to work outside the box, and that's kind of what our group does. With all of us here, we're all good with really putting our authentic self out there. That's what we need in the world. I was just reading some of my spiritual studies again last night when I got home from closing out the group, and I was like, it said that exact same statement. It's like, anytime that we can lift people in the world to a higher level, it lifts all of us. Why wouldn't I and everybody else in this group, why wouldn't we want to lift our group? Because we lift right along with them. I'm lifting right along with you guys as you guys are lifting. We're all just moving forward to be happier, successful, abundant, all of this stuff, So let's do it. Yay, action time. So, all right, you guys. I am going to be signing out. Thank you, everybody, for coming in to see me today. I actually am doing question and answer tomorrow at the same time, Friday. If anyone had any questions about the intentional metalsmithing course, if you're brand new, and tools, I'm just going to be sitting right here in my little intimate soldering area that I showed you guys, and I am showing, I'm just talking, if anyone has questions about the course, if anyone has questions about any, tool, techniques, like all that kind of stuff. So tomorrow we open intentional metalsmithing, and I'm here tomorrow to help answer questions. So that's what I'm doing here tomorrow. Same time, same place, right here. So maybe I'll see you guys if you have any questions. It's a question. It's a day for questions where I answer and I just chit chat. Bye. So nice to see you guys. And I'll be here next Thursday, same time, same place too. So if not, and hopefully check out my site for the sale. I think I have some pretty cool stuff. I asked these guys to leave out the sold out stuff just a little bit longer because Some people just like to kind of see what it looks like, see the photos and all that stuff. So, fancy pants, that's me. All right, you guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon.